Kirby Dach, the first big move from Ken Hughes, and maybe the most critical piece of this rebuild. But is he really the answer at center behind Nick Suzuki? Or are the Canadiens risking too much by giving him this role for the upcoming season? Today, we are breaking it all down like a coach would, like combo, strategy, system fit, and the massive stake for both Dach and the Canadiens. When Ken Hughes took over, he wasted no time rebuilding the roster. His first bold move, trading Alexander Romanov to the New York Islanders in return of the 13th overall pick at 2022.
Alexander Romanov and pick number 98 in this year's draft to the New York Islanders in exchange for pick number 13.
And then send that pick to the Chicago Blackhawks to get the third overall pick, Kirby Dach.
Trades picks number 13 and 66 in this year's draft to the Chicago Blackhawks in exchange for Kirby Dach.
3 years later, Dach has played 58 games in his first season, just 2 games in his second after a season-ending injury, and 57 games last season. The question now, can he finally take control of the second-line center spot? A position the Canadiens have been trying to fix since the start of the rebuild. At 6'4" and 216 pounds, Dach has the kind of frame you want down the middle. He is not a pure power forward, but his size gives him an advantage protecting the puck and driving play into the offensive zone. Last season, he recorded over 100 hits and 57 games, not leading the team but showing he is willing to use his body when needed, compared to wingers like Sakowski or Anderson. Dach is not as aggressive, but his presence still forces defender to respect him and tie space. For a big man, Dach skates well. He carries the puck with confidence. His vision and hockey sense allow him to connect play, especially in transition. This fits perfectly in Martin St. Louis' system, where centers are expected to drive the pace and create space for the wingers. Dach has shown flash of this in Montreal, using his reach and stride to beat defender and set up scoring chance. This is not just any season for Dach. It's a contract year. He knows if he produces as a second center, he will earn a significant raise. If he struggles, his role in future in Montreal could quickly change. That's a lot of motivation to train harder, play smarter, and stay consistent. Martin St. Louis has 2 clear options for Dach's line. Option 1, Kirby Dach, Demidov, Zachary Bolduc. This line could be aggressive, fast, and strong on the forecheck. Bolduc brings defensive awareness and persistent puck pursuit. Demidov has creativity and a snipe mindset. Together, they could overwhelm opposing defense pair. Option 2, Dach Demidov lining. Here you get offensive firepower, but a higher defensive risk. Lining is not known for back-checking, very slow skater. And Dach, defensive zone coverage is still developing. Against top NHL line, this trio could struggle to control play. Dach face-off last season was only 40.3%. That's near the bottom of the NHL among players with over 100 draw. And the Atlantic Division going against elite center like Alexander Barkov, Tavares, or Point. Losing face-off means Montreal spend more time defending. Marc Bureau, Montreal face-off coach, we need to help Dach refine his timing and hand speed. His size gave him potential, but this area must improve for him to stick as a center. Minus 29 and 57 game as a center and Martin St. Louis hybrid system, Dach must read play quicker and support his defensemen better. The hybrid system mixes man-to-man coverage with zone concept. Players are asked to track their check one-on-one, but also switch responsibilities when opponent overload certain area. It's effective when executed perfectly, but the risk is huge. If a player loses his battle or hesitate, it's open up a dangerous space for the opponent. This was one of the Dach's biggest struggles early last season. Communication is critical, knowing who takes which players, and the Canadiens often look confused. To his credit, the MSL simplified the system in January, which helped the team stabilize defensively. For Dach to succeed as a second center, he must improve his defensive reads and be a vocal leader on the ice, keeping his winger a defenseman connected and coverage. If Dach is not the answer, who does Martin St. Louis turn to? Alex Newhook, more natural on the wing and struggled as center last year. Jake Evans, valuable, and the bottom six shutdown role, not a fit for the top 6 minutes. Joe Veleno, still unproven as a top 6 forward. Kapanen Obek, talented, but asking a rookie to handle top 6 matchup could be too much too soon. This makes Dach's success even more important for the Montreal season. On special team, Dach could shine with Hudson, Demidov, and Zulski on the power play number 1. Dach fit perfectly on the power play number 2 with Liney, Bolduc, Madison, or Dobson. His size and hands make him great for screening goalies, tipping pucks, and walking along the goal line to create chance and winning the battle on the board. Kirby Dach is entering a make or break season. He has the size, skill, and motivation to succeed, but nothing is guaranteed. This is his chance to prove why Canucks pay a high price to bring him to Montreal. If he fails, the Canadiens may be back to square one at second center. What about you? Would you trust Dach as a second line center or use and Martin St. Louis have a backup plan ready? Drop your thought in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us every week for more Habs breakdown. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.